If you want to start getting more out of life, it starts by expecting more to come your way. What am I talking about? Manifestation. Make things happen, see them happen in your mind before they happen. So if you want to find out more about what I'm saying, let's get to the video now. What's happening, YouTube fam? Jared Bryce back here with another video on the Jared and James channel. And if you guys didn't know that, it must mean that you're not subscribed to the channel, so you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think of this video, let me know what you guys think of all my content. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about a very powerful concept, which is manifestation, and this idea of expecting more to come your way if you wish to have more. So let's get right into it. One of my least favorite movie quotes actually is coming from one of my favorite movies. For any of you guys who saw the most recent Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, MJ says this one quote that I really don't like. It's expect disappointment and you're never going to be disappointed. So I think that if you live like that, yes, it might be true that you're never going to be disappointed, but your standards are going to be so low that nothing truly meaningful is ever going to come your way.
What can I do anything right?
I suggest expect greatness, and at the very least you're going to land on really good, or maybe you're going to land on greatness in something else. If you have low standards for yourself, that's what you're bound to receive in return. The universe is always listening to your words, to your actions, and so if your idea of setting goals is expecting disappointment, what do you think the universe is going to give you in return?
What did you expect?
How do you think your actions are going to reflect this? You're never going to actually do anything worthwhile. You're just going to be settling for all these low standards. You're going to be okay with people disappointing you and never searching for better people. You're going to be okay with setting low goals and not really achieving them, because you're going to be okay with treating your body poorly. And then yeah, maybe you never will be disappointed, but in order to achieve the highest of highs in life, you have to be willing to also feel the lowest of lows. As I'm always talking about, that's why it's so important to feel every emotion, and that's why I'm someone who goes all in on everything, because I'm okay with knowing that if I go all in, it might mean afterwards experiencing this huge drop off. And I understand not everyone is okay with that. Not everyone has that same personality. But having said that, there is a lot to be gained from going all out, expecting a lot from yourself, and understanding that on the other side of that, you also have to be willing to deal with whatever drop off might come following this event or following this great feeling. Also, by the way, peep the Sam Tripoli shirt. So thank you, Sam, for making me feel honored to be in part of this shadow band crowd on Instagram. As frustrating as it is, I've decided to fully embrace it, embrace the title. I mean, I obviously hope that Instagram one day lets me out of this prison from speaking all this truth, but if I can't help it, if I can't control it, I might as well embrace it. So thank you, Sam Tripoli, for the shirt. Love supporting you. You're an awesome guy. Check out his podcast. He crushes it. Every podcast is incredible. I've learned so much from him. Yeah, so all my heroes are shadow banned, including myself. Maybe not all my heroes, but you guys get the purpose of the shirt, I think.
You get what I'm saying.
I feel you.
One of my most admirable traits that I could think of is how every day, in spite of all the health challenges I've been through, if any of you guys watch my podcast with Chris and Sway, you guys heard me say how I stopped thinking of all these health issues as disorders and started thinking them more as challenges, because challenges can be overcome every day, as I've been showing.
Anyways, everybody knows mind over matter, man. We put in work every day. Some people talk about it, we be about it. It's different.
Whereas disorders are focusing on what's wrong and thinking that there's nothing you could do about it to make them any better. And I also know that I'm healing and I'm getting 0.1% better every day, but none of that has stopped me from doing anything. Back to one of my most admirable traits. So every day when I wake up, no matter what's going on in my life, no matter how many challenges I've been through, I still go into every day expecting every day to be the best day ever. No matter how many challenges I'm going through, no matter what I'm feeling, I know now, especially based on everything that I've shown you guys and that I've shown myself over the past several years, while being on my healing journey, that these things haven't stopped me or slowed me down in the slightest. So why wouldn't I just expect every day to be the best day ever? Because every day can be. It doesn't mean that every day is going to be better than the one before it, but if I go into every day expecting great things to happen,
Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
if I go into every day having my actions align with these great things that I want to have happen, then who's to say that every day isn't going to bring me more blessings, more joy, and more fulfillment? Doesn't mean that I'm not going to go through my struggles, which I obviously do, as everyone does, but by me choosing to expect greatness out of myself, choosing to expect greatness to come into my life every day, rather than harping on all the challenges I'm still going through, I think that's like one of the main reasons why I've been able to accomplish all these things in these past several years, whereas people who don't go through anything close to what I've been through have trouble starting or have trouble achieving. A large part of that is because I expect great things to happen because I have faith in my purpose, I trust my path, and I know that I'm destined for greatness.
Be not afraid of greatness. Some have greatness thrust upon them.
So what does it matter what external circumstances I might be going through if I know that I could overcome them every day? I heard a really interesting quote probably a few months ago. I'm pretty sure it was from Dawn Lester and David Parker, authors of this great book I spoke about, which is basically the Bible of the truth about disease and what causes it. But they also spoke on this idea of like the nature of reality.
Reality is real.
And one of their quotes from it was to stop hoping and start expecting. And I was actually talking to Jake Moscato about this in the sauna the other day. He probably came on the podcast already by the time this video comes out. But I was telling him how like I really don't get surprised anymore when great things come into my life, when I meet these awesome people, because I've started to learn how the universe works, I understand how manifestation works, and I understand how by me putting positive energy out into the universe, one way or another I'm going to receive that positive energy back in return. And I know that I'm destined for greatness because I put that work in every day, I follow my purpose, and so I can't lose that way. I'm already there the way I see it. I mean, in spite of whatever the numbers may tell you, in spite of whatever external circumstances I might be going through, I already see everything I want to have happening. It's already happened, and I'm already doing everything that I want to, so like I've already brought that best version of myself into my life. So whenever the rest of the external circumstances, whenever the rest of the external validation happens, it happens, but like the way I see it, I'm there.
It's done.
And so every day I expect great things to come into my life because I know everything that I'm doing and I see how all my goals are coming together. So for instance, whenever I hit a new PR, whenever someone comes up to me in the gym to tell me how much I inspired them, rather than me thinking to myself like, how'd this happen? I know how it happened because I'm grinding every day. I'm trusting God, I'm trusting my path, following my passions, so like how could I lose if I'm doing all those things? Be very aware over your self-talk and the people who are surrounding you and how they talk to you, because God and the universe are always listening, and so what you put out into the world, what you put out into the ether, I believe, these energies can all come back to help you or to hurt you. So, if for instance you're always saying, I can't do that, people like me can't do that, I'm unlovable, I'm fat, I'm ugly, even if it is just like in a joking manner, if you're saying more of those things as opposed to positive things about yourself, as opposed to saying things like, I know I'm gonna achieve that, or I know how special I am, I know I'm divine, or if you're surrounded by people who are always telling you what you can't do, as opposed to supporting your goals and dreams, get new people in your life, get better self-talk, start manifesting your wildest dreams, talk about them as if they already happened, see yourself as the person you want to be, and then add the proper actions on top of that, because manifestation isn't just thinking positive thoughts, it's adding positive thoughts, positive actions, visualization, getting the right people into your life who can help contribute to making those dreams happen, and then if you give them enough time and enough effort, they're gonna happen one way or another. And that's one of the reasons why whenever I speak of my goals, I always talk about them by phrasing them like when they're gonna happen. Not if, not wondering if it's possible, I'm saying when it happens, because if you can see it in your mind already, then it's possible. You just have to find a way, find the path, and give it enough time. And that's also like a very crucial aspect of it. I'm not saying to give yourself unreasonable time constraints. I'm not saying to tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna dunk basketball tomorrow even though I'm 10 inches away right now on my vertical jump. I'm saying set your goals, set your incredibly high standards, in knowing that if you give them enough time and if you give them enough effort and enough of the right inputs, you're gonna get there. And going along these same lines, this doesn't mean to cheat the process. This doesn't mean that like you say it and then you expect it to come tomorrow, and then if it doesn't come tomorrow, you either give up or you cheat the process. So like you take steroids, you take medicine that just covers up the symptoms as opposed to going on your whole healing journey holistically, as I recommend. I'm not a medical professional. And this doesn't mean expecting to control things that are out of your control, such as the time it takes to reach your goals. You can't expect to grow 100,000 followers overnight, even though some people do that, but see it in your head and then take the actions that are necessary. If you expect nothing from yourself, if you talk bad about yourself,
I'm back, Fat Betty! Now, who could have said that? Oh, yeah, it's Tina the talking tummy!
if you say to yourself, oh, I'm not special, great things weren't meant to me, I'm gonna leave the great things for everyone else, what do you think the universe is going to give you in return? Do you really think the universe is going to say, oh wow, this guy is really doing everything he's supposed to. This guy is really following his purpose. This guy deserves some special treatment from God. Or do you think the person who says, I might not be where I want to be yet, but I'm doing all the right things. I love myself. I know how special I am. I know that all my dreams are possible. And so it's just a matter of time. Don't you think the universe and God are most likely going to choose to reward that person with all of life's riches? That's what I believe, at least. You may think I'm wrong, but like, I believe in karma.
See, that's karma.
No, that's Kramer.
I think the more positive energy you put out into the world, the more you're going to get back in return, and vice versa. If you're a bad person, one way or another, whether in this life or in the next, I think you're going to feel the repercussions. For those of you who remember one of my older videos now, but like still equally as powerful, when I spoke about how the importance of your words and why they matter so much, and I spoke about Masaru Emoto's book, The Hidden Messages of Water, I spoke about how the universe, water, God is always listening, and so words are a powerful life force. They can either be used to create or destroy, build up people, bring them down, manifest your dreams, or manifest mediocrity. So the universe, the ether, whatever you guys believe is actually in the space between all of us. There's an energy that can be spread either positively or negatively through there. And so I believe like that's actually one of the most powerful pieces to manifestation, is understanding that, like, actually speaking the words, you can actually speak things into existence. I fully believe that, as long as you have the actions to back them up. And oftentimes I hear a lot of people saying things such as like, oh, I tried being nice, I tried putting out good energy, and no one reciprocated it in return, and I didn't achieve my goals, so therefore I decided to just give up on that.
Give up.
But what I would say is that, first off, you can't always control other people. If you're not surrounded by positive people, sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you can't change everyone around you. So like sometimes you may have to like find new people, find people who are more uplifting, positive, people who are more like-minded with you. Sometimes it just takes more time also. A lot of times in life, you may not get what you want right away.
He might not be there when you want him, but he's always there when you want him.
But if you stay true to yourself, and if you continue to trust the process and keep putting out those positive actions, eventually you're going to receive that positivity in return, and you're going to receive that good energy. But like, you can't just do it for one day and then expect amazing results to come back to you. Great things take time. Nothing worth having comes easy. You can't just be someone who tries being a good person for 2 days or a week or a few months and then decides that like the universe didn't reward them, so therefore they're just going to stop trying. Because also, maybe it's possible that like the universe rewarded them in a lot of other ways that like they weren't even realizing, because they weren't searching for these great things, and they still had these limitations that were actually holding them back in their thoughts that like they actually didn't even realize. A lot of people like don't even realize where they're still holding on to these negative thoughts, where they're still giving themselves poor inputs, bad inputs, negative self-talk, etc., etc. So if you don't take care of all that, you can't expect great things to just come to you automatically, and also your actions have to back up your words, which is all part of manifestation. So you can't just give up on manifestation. You can't just give up on expecting great things to happen just because they didn't happen right away. It takes time. And finally, to close up this message, to close up this video, remember, so a lot of people out there might think to themselves, oh, well, my teacher told me I wasn't special. My classmates said I had bad genetics, so therefore I can never achieve anything athletically or physically or when it comes to intelligently. The TV said that I wasn't special, or I see the rest of society living a mediocre life and they all seem okay with that, and so I'm never going to try to go after anything that seems outside my reach because I'm not special, or I don't have great genetics, or the TV said that people like me can't do this, or I saw the mainstream media putting out all these low frequency vibes that made me think that I wasn't capable of achieving anything. But like, remember, if you expect nothing, if you believe all those people, if you believe the people who say you can't do it, then that's going to become your reality.
If that's what you believe. And he was right.
The question is, do you believe the people who tell you that you're not special, that you're not meant for greatness? As Chris was talking about during our podcast, who says that you're not that 1 in a million?
Well, whoever told you that you're not that 1 in a million. You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
And mind you, whoever told you that the people were saying 1 in a million was even right about what they were saying.
Right. Who says that, like, the person who tells you you're not special even has the right to tell you that you're not special? Who gave that person the right over you? Who gave that person control over you?
And I will never take the opinion of somebody who I wouldn't trade places with.
And also, as Sway quoted, he who thinks he can and he who thinks he can are both usually right. So if you expect nothing from yourself, you're gonna get nothing. If you realize how incredible you are and how much potential you have, and if you start expecting more good things to come into your life, then you're gonna receive more blessings and you're gonna achieve so much more. And remember, this video is not about not appreciating what you have. As I always talk about, there has to be a balance of appreciating what you have as well as being able to strive for more. As Miguel spoke about during that podcast, I've been crushing it with these podcasts. Side note, we've been crushing it with these podcasts. All my guests have been absolutely incredible. And so, if you're able to first appreciate what you have, see what you have, see how incredible the things you've been doing are, realize that your challenges aren't there to limit you, they're actually there to show you what you're capable of, and then from there, you strive for more in first appreciating where you're at. So, like, you start off by appreciating where you're at, then you see where there's room to improve and to enhance what you already have, then who's to say what's possible? What's stopping you? Manifestation, expect and you shall receive. Have a blessed day, everyone. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to drop a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know if you guys are manifesting your dreams or are you manifesting these low frequency, mediocre lives. So I love you guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to drop a like, leave a comment. We out here. Peace.